Spies in Canaan, based on the book of Numbers chapter 13 verse 1 through chapter 14 verse 45.
The people of Israel continue their journey until they reach the wilderness of Paran. There, Moses orders them to set up camp. Moses calls one man from each tribe to attend an important meeting.
We're on the border of Canaan, the land God has promised to us. But before we go into it, we must know what lies ahead.
What are your plans?
We need to explore the land, Joshua. We must find out what the people are like, how many rivers we will have to cross, how well the cities are fortified. It's a dangerous job, but it must be done.
Each man here can act as a scout, and we'll get started right away.
Look at that city.
And the size of those walls.
A few miles away,
Look, giants.
No one in our camp could stand up against one of these men.
and in a rich valley,
This soil must be good, Joshua, to grow such big grapes.
Yes, Caleb. Let's go back to camp and tell Moses.
the whole camp welcomes the returning scouts.
Look at those grapes. They make me think of the fruit we had in Egypt.
Other scouts report what they've seen in Canaan.
It's a rich country, good crops.
But filled with giants and walled cities. I don't like it. We'll never be able to conquer them.
Let's go take the land.
Yes, with God's help, we can do it.
But the other 10 scouts disagree with Joshua and Caleb.
No, we're puny grasshoppers compared to the size of those giants.
They'd wipe out all our men and make our children be slaves again. We can't stay here, but we can't go into Canaan. I don't know what we should do.
I say we go back to Egypt.
God led us here. Trust him, and he will help us conquer the land he promised us.
But can we be sure?
Where is your courage and your faith in God?
There is only one way to stop Joshua's wild talk.
The people are frightened by the 10 cowardly scouts who tell them about giants and strong city walls. Angrily, the people turn against Joshua and his fellow scout Caleb.
Stone them!
Get rid of Joshua.
But suddenly,
Look over there! The tabernacle is burning!
Don't be afraid. The tabernacle is not on fire. It glows like that because God is there, talking to Moses.
inside the tent of meeting,
O God, forgive my people. Don't destroy them, even though they have disobeyed you.
Moses comes out of the tent of meeting, and a hush falls over the crowd. He raises his hand.
Because you don't have faith to enter the promised land, God says you must go back to the wilderness.
As a result of their lack of faith, the people of Israel wander in the wilderness for another 40 years, but God was still with them. For the second time, the Israelites have come to the border of the promised land. This time, they are not afraid. Men talk of the flocks and herds they will have, and women dream of peaceful homes. But Moses' feelings are bittersweet. He calls the people together.
I am 120 years old. I can no longer lead you, and God has already told me that I will not enter the promised land. So God has appointed a new leader. Joshua, come and stand before the assembly.
The people cheer Moses' successor. Joshua has proven himself faithful to God and a brave leader. At that moment, the Lord speaks, confirming his choice of Joshua.
Be strong and courageous, Joshua, for you will bring the Israelites into the land I promised them, a land flowing with milk and honey, and I myself will be with you.